Have you ever stopped to wonder where all the apps and platforms we use in our everyday lives come from? Because whether it's maps to get around, messaging apps to stay in touch with friends and family, or even the very bank card you use to pay for your coffee, well, American big tech is kind of impossible to escape from. And that of course raises some serious issues for European digital sovereignty, particularly since Donald Trump's return to the White House. In recent months, big cities like Copenhagen and Aarhus in Denmark or Lyon in France have even decided to abandon Microsoft altogether and switch to open source programs instead. So this got us asking, are there any European alternatives to big tech? How good or bad are they? And how concerned do Europeans feel about this topic in the first place? We went to check out the atmosphere in Amsterdam and Luxembourg.
Nee, denke ich am Punkt nicht so wirklich drüber nach. Brauche ich nicht das blöde Intro und dann lädt ich los.
It bothers me a lot. Look, I think that in the US, they don't have data protection. And, you look at like Donald Trump's inauguration, all those big tech media giants were all standing there behind him. I just think it's really, really dangerous.
Es sind schon nichts verstoppt und schon kein Staatsgeheimnis, dass es okay muss, dass ich verrät, ob mein Donny in Achse hört, aber ich mache da nicht allzu viele Gedanken drüber.
According to a poll from last March, 4 out of 10 French people declare themselves ready to boycott American platforms, but don't do so for lack of seeing any alternatives. And to be honest, that's kind of where I was standing before digging into this topic. But actually, there's a ton of possibilities out there. You just need to know where to look. That's what we discussed with Elvina Aigeicheva, a lifestyle blogger who made a whole series of videos on this very topic.
It's very easy to just automatically go for what's offered to you without really thinking about it. For example, when we buy an Android, there is automatically the Google Cloud storage, and then when we buy Apple, there's iCloud. So when I started my research, I found a lot of very good companies that provided the same, if not more, than their US counterparts. I found Reddit communities and I found websites like European Alternatives and Go European that had plenty of resources. You can really easily choose by category. You can look for software or an app that you already use and then find its European alternative.
For Elvina, one of the biggest plus points is everything data protection and private life. For instance, a Norwegian browser that comes with an integrated free VPN or a Swiss email provider with automatic end-to-end encryption. Many, however, still lack good intuitive design and don't have enough funding or users. A kind of vicious circle that was also raised by some of our interviewees.
Wieso nicht? Ich fand, du musst ein Open sein für alles. Das ist wie regionaler Kaufen. Ich denke, dass da wert vielleicht ein Kunden zu gucken.
Ganz logisch, man das länger sein sehr. Alles was Instagram aus TikTok, das bringt viel Suche ran. Die brauchen die sozialen Medien für ihre Produkte zu vermarkten. Das kannst du schlecht einfach mit einer anderen App umswitchen.
The hard thing is getting everyone on the app. The nice thing about WhatsApp is that everyone is using WhatsApp. So as soon as there are only 10% of my friends are on the European thing, then why should I use it?
According to Eurostack, an initiative which calls for the creation of a European sovereign tech fund, about 300 billion euros would be needed over the next decade for the EU to wean itself off US technologies. And if you think that's a lot of money, well, other reports, notably by American trade groups, have even put the price tag at 5 trillion euros, or about a third of the EU's annual GDP as a whole. What about you? Would you be ready to give such European alternatives a try? Or rather not? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe.